What is up, Cahir Club, and welcome back to another CahirLIVE live stream. How goes it? I hope everybody's had a wonderful, wonderful start to their week. Hello Rob, hello Mango, hello Bruga, hello Jellu, how goes it, how goes it? I'm gonna hop right in, actually, because I made a mistake. I forgot last stream ended with, like, all my gunks overflow. Hello Mango, how goes it? I hope that your week has gone well so far. Yeah, I forgot that last stream ended with all my gunks overflowing, so I need to get all my gunks back in order. You know how it is. You know how it is when you need to get your gunks back in order. Hello, Heroic Deeds. I hope you're feeling better. If we get more viewers, you're just going to be listing them for like 2 minutes. I think like what a lot of streamers do is they're just like, they pick specific people who say hi as they like get into it. And I'd probably end up doing something like that, you know? But like, if... 250, okay, so 1,200 does go into 30, so that means that I went over the box, so 1, 2, 30, so 20 gunks in the box, 6, 12, 18, like that, okay. Yeah, but not 100%, yeah, but like 90%. Hell yeah, that's good, that's good. Any percent is good percent, really, when you think about it.
Photos printed?
M points.
Thank you for resubscribing, Mango. I hope you enjoyed the channel points. Oh no, yeah, thank you for resubscribing. 9 months. That's a whack. That's a whack amount of time. But thank you for resubscribing. That is very kind of you. Oh wait, no. Okay, so it's actually 2 less because of the 2 gunks already in my team. You lost the Discord lock you mentioned to the boss. Oh no. Oh well, you're gonna take another crack at it. You going back in round 2. My mouse be at 197,275. That's quite a few. Gonna be honest, that's quite a large amount in it. Well, it's actually wait, it was? No. I guess not that he needs them now, but his point's going to be huge for that tier 1. No, yeah, Mango did not do a tier 3. Alright. Yeah, almost done cleaning up my mistakes from last time. Almost there. Whoa, shit in a shell, take my name. Tier 1 is 1.2. Tier 2 is 1.5, and Tier 3 is 2 times. Are you still Tier 3, Rob? I realised I forgot. No, you're Prime now, aren't you? You're back on Prime. Back on that Prime sub. I remember. Yeah, so Mango's only 1.2 times. Because if it was 2, if it was 2 times, well, he might be getting there this stream. Quite worrisome, really, when you think about it. Anyway, yeah, Croagunk, Croagunk. I forgot to put the I've got the counter up. I just forgot to put it on screen. 1,250. Odds are 512. Alright. Maybe not. Currently, you're getting usually around 1,600 points per stream. Of course, you'd like, know. You calculated it, haven't you? Would you like have a little notepad? Do you have a little notepad that you keep track of it all? Alright. No, I don't need to take my Pokemon back. I forgot to re-enable sounds for the Switch. I disabled them. How many points? It's 200,000, and Mango is almost there. Concerning. Looking into this. Now, whenever you update your number on Discord, you check how much you gained. Yeah, no, sure. You don't have, like, what's his second name? Charlie Philadelphia style wall that you use to keep track. Alright. I did not know Cookie Run had PvP. Yeah, I've never played it. I had a friend who played it. I don't think he plays it anymore. But I never played it. Alright. You do not have any walls. If you're living inside of walls, then you do have walls. Because the inside of a wall is still a wall. So don't lie to me. Alright. Also, it's heel stalling, I see. Yeah, that's irritating. I hate heel stalling. But are they your walls? No, actually, that's a good point. You make a good argument. Also, what are the odds of shiny gunk? I said about 2 minutes ago. Were you not listening? Hmm? Were you not paying attention? Hmm? This will be on the test. 1 in 512. You're thinking about the new Dragon Ball game where people use healing to win by default? Oh, lovely. Glad heal stalling's becoming the meta. Alright. Oh, raise all damage as the battle goes on. I guess that makes sense. If that game has no balancing, the Dragon Ball one? No dragon balancing? Alright. So you can pick OP characters without restrictions, I see. Does not see. All right. So what sounds like you just need to get stronger cookies. Have you tried baking them with concrete? Concrete cookie. Yeah? I got that knowledge. Concrete is ice cream. I don't think it is. Don't want to be that guy. Don't want to... actually, I don't think concrete's ice cream. But... Wait, I was gonna say something. I was like, oh gosh, I'll talk about this today, but what was it gonna be? but crunchy. That makes it like if you just make it into a if you make it into like a cookie shape, pour the concrete onto like a baking tray into like a cookie shape, put some chocolate chips in it. You know that video, the two guys and they get like one of those concrete balls on the side of the road to stop cars from swerving into the pavement. They paint like one of those like a football and get loads of people to kick it. It obviously ends with someone actually kicking it and kicking it into them. Because, you know. You asked me a question, shoot. Alright, we're snuggled in bed. You can't decide if you want to nap or play Stardew Valley 1.6 on your Switch. You see, those are both, like, optimal, comfy in bed strats. You know, like, the issue is you provided two very good suggestions there. You know? Oh, Finn, hello, how goes it? Hello, livers, how are we living? How we living, really? That says living, which I think is pretty funny when you think about it. Been looking for a Pokemon. Have you tried the tall grass? Your two teams, one for offense and one for defense. If you do that straight with the defense, no one can beat you. Ah, I see. Why does the cookie game have classes? Yeah, which Pokemon are you looking for? It's a gacha game done right. You see, you brought two very, like, incompatible subjects together. Gacha game done right. Zygarde. I see, I see. Yeah, I guess the issue is the only way to get Zygarde at the moment is Dynamax Adventures, which... Pretty... Like, complete form Zygarde really made, like, the boss fight to end all boss fights, Yeah, which game is the question? I just kind of assumed you meant in general. Is there a specific game you're looking to get it in? Gacha game done right does sound like a bit of an oxymoron, doesn't it? Yeah, like, I say this to someone who plays Genshin. Subscribe to Cahir is here. I still need to add that. Because it's a good one. I need to remind myself after stream. You know what? I'm gonna message myself on my alt account. Where I, like, message all my shit too. Do Cahir is here commands. Genius. Dude, okay, so... I use, like, a Discord account. Okay, no, we're gonna go from the start of the story. In 2020, before the big shit hit the fan, my mate sold me his PC. The issue is with his PC is, it didn't have, like, a proper microphone port. If you put the headphones in the headphone jack, or, like, in the headphone and microphone port, like, the microphone part wouldn't work. I think they wouldn't work entirely, actually. So basically, you needed a separate mic and headphones if you wanted, like, it to work. Or USB headphones. Which I did get later. I did get USB headphones later. But... until then, I had to make an alternate account on a Kindle Fire. My dad won in a raffle. So I joined on the Kindle Fire for voice chat and used headphones for headphones. which was really fucking scuffed, I'm going to be honest. But then I got USB headphones and it was all fine. Cleared up the issue I had new headphones, it was chill, it was good. You know how it is. But I still had that account. So if I want to get something from my computer to my phone, or my phone to my computer, I don't want to put it on my drive or bullshit like that. Or like if I just want to remind myself of something, after I finished the shiny hunting streams, I messaged that account with the shiny number, but I use that to like get shit from one place to another. My friend, right, he also has that. He also like does that. In fact, it was the friend who sold me the computer. I think that was the account that he used to use as a voice chat before he got his own USB headphones. In fact, I think he just got a mic, actually. But that's not the point. He's also got, like, an alternate Discord account he uses to send stuff to. I know some people use, like, straight-up Discord servers. Like, I don't know if you guys use just straight-up Discord servers. It's probably easier to, like, organize your shit in a server. I will say that much. Like, you kind of do both. Yeah, no, I get that. You transfer memes to your accounts through your old Discord account. Yeah, no, that's exactly what I'm describing, Ruger. That is exactly what I've been describing for the past 5 minutes. But, yeah, so... maybe Sword and Shield? In Sword and Shield, to get Zygarde, you need the DLC. So if you have the DLC, you're chill. And then you can find Zygarde in Dynamax Adventures. DLC is like half the game price. Exactly, which, if you don't have it, then, fair enough. But, that is, I think, the only way to get Zygarde on the Switch. Until at some point next year, Legend ZA releases. With the Z in the name. But, also, speaking of Discord, if you are making a server, don't make memes and pictures into one channel. Oh, yeah, a lot of people just do media channels, don't they? Like, I'm trying to figure out, right? Because, like... oh, wait, no, I didn't finish the story I was telling. My friend also has, like, the alternate Discord account he sends shit to, so he can send shit, like, from his computer to his phone, or just save shit that he wants to look at but doesn't want to save properly. Stuff like that. He did a poll with himself to test out how they worked. Which meant that when the poll ended, he got a message on that... yeah, he has he got a message from that account. And I just found that funny. This story kind of... I need to figure out... he got a message from that account, right? That account messaged him just like... it was during a D&D session. It just messaged him out of the blue. And... you know... you think, oh shit. Man's been hacked, isn't it? You have a Discord server? Exactly. I know a lot of people do have Discord servers, but I already had the alternate account. Like, I already had that. That was a thing I already had. So, I just felt like I might as fucking well, you know? Makes things simpler. It doesn't. I can see the advantages to Discord servers. I have another friend who, like, has a few bots in his server, so he can get, like, news and updates to things he cares about in his Discord server, which is smart. Like, I can get behind that. That makes sense. But, I don't, I'm not sure what I'd subscribe to. I feel like Bruker's, trying to put a silent jab towards me. I'm gonna be honest. Sorry, I kind of like moved away from it, but the whole like memes and pictures to the same channel. I'm trying to figure out if this is me Bruger's talking about, if this is my Discord server, the CahirLIVE official Discord server, not fake. Hello, Missy. I'm not sure if you can hear her. Probably not because of noise cancelling, but she is arriving. She's popped in to say hello. For the longest time, she entirely forgot that she could come in my room. Well, she didn't forget she could come in my room. Basically, she was on medication for a bit. You just have a stuff channel. Yeah, I can get behind the stuff channel. Maybe the stuff channel should be the general channel. That's genius! I'll just make the general channel... Hello, Missy, again. That's quite obvious. We're only allowed to post memes. No pictures allowed unless it's cute animals. But yeah, no, like, my thought was, right, loads of people have, like, a media channel where they post media. I don't get that. I don't get it. You have a memes channel where people post the memes and post funny things, right? Makes sense. And then if you have an unrelated image for general conversation, post it in general. But for some reason, the Discord server admins always are like, no images in general. You can't put images in general. Why not? Why aren't images allowed in general? What if they're appropriate images to describe a situation, huh? Then they belong in general. That's always been my thought. But people are always like, yeah, I'll post this in memes, because it's an image. And it's like, is it a funny image? No? Then just post it in general. You can post pictures in general, but no one believes this. No one is in the mindset of just post the picture in general. I keep putting my Talonflame into the fucking box. I'm gonna scream. Like, if I remember correctly, doesn't Rob sometimes drop his new fancy things in the shiny channel? Shiny things in general? Exactly, he does. He does do that. That is exactly true. And that's, like, my intention, isn't it? That is exactly my intent for the channel. It's like, if you have a general conversation topic, just drop it in general. But, like, people who spend too much time on Discord just do not have that mindset. Because so often are they, like, criticized. Sorry, I had to slide a bit, you know how it is. CahirLIVE video essay coming soon on this topic. Potentially. I should. I shouldn't, but, like, imagine. Like, how many hours? Obviously 13. I also need to, like, start it like it's kind of really philosophical and smart. I'll call it a deep dive. It's been a while since full videos. I did intend to do the Soul Silver Nuzlocke as a proper video. But then I just kinda went to the other channel, went to Cahir is here. I've been having a lot of fun with that channel is the issue, right? I'm hoping that I can do things with that channel. But I do need to come back here. And I'm getting new ideas for it, right? I'm getting new ideas, new concepts, new things I could do. OMG? Why are we OMGing? But, I didn't condense my resin. Like, about 3 times today I was like, oh shit, I need to condense my resin for tomorrow. And then I fucking forgot. I'm gonna have to do that after stream. Oh well. But what's it called? No, I'll get there. Maybe I won't. Yeah, no, I've been having fun with the Genshin channel. Despite the fact I managed to front load the subscribers, I got like 100 subscribers in like 2 weeks, and it was crazy. And then I just have gotten another 7 since then, and it's kind of embarrassing. Like, I got so many all at once, and I was like, yeah, I'm doing something here, and then it stopped. But it's fine. I just need better ideas. Simple answer. Get better ideas. Have you considered that? Getting better ideas? I feel like I need to prepare an actual video soon, I think, is my thoughts on the matter. So I need to prepare an actual video soon. Because they're introducing the hype feature on YouTube, where you can hype up smaller creators' videos. And initially I was like, I am unbothered by this. YouTubers with like 100,000 subscribers are going to get their videos more hyped up. Because they have like 100,000 subscribers. I have like 1,000. And a smaller percentage of that actually watch my streams and videos and stuff. But then I realized, then I was told that apparently the hype feature for YouTube channels is proportional to the amount of subscribers you have. Indirectly proportional to the amount of subscribers you have. So if you have less subscribers, if you have 100,000 subscribers and 3 people boost your video, if 30 people boost your video, a like 3 subscriber channel where all of those subscribers boost the video will be higher up on the hyped list. Which I have like 1,500 subscribers now that I think about it. I think I still need to get a lot of hype. Anyway. When is it coming, though? I think it's soon. They've been, like, testing it, from what I understand. Is it being tested? Yeah, so there are tests going on to see how it works, see if it works. Let me say that in 3 other ways before I move on to the next subject. The issue is, right, short videos, easy. I can do short videos. They're fine, they're fun, they're interesting. It's like can I get a video concept and, like, squeeze it into a 30-second gap? That's fun to me. I enjoy that. I'm gonna be honest, I enjoy it. I thought that QT Fly was coming for me, but it's not. Short form content, I actually, like... I didn't initially enjoy making it, but I'm starting to enjoy making it the more I do it, right? Long form, there's just so much. There's just so much for it. It's just a lot. Like, ADHD, my attention span, short, minuscule, right? I'm, like, generalizing it, but, like, my attention span, not that long, right? So if I can make, like, a bunch of really small videos, that's manageable for me. That's, like, very manageable, very easy. I can do that. I can do a load of fucking short videos. What's it called? No, I'll get the brain thought out. Yeah, short videos are really easy to make. So, like, it's a bunch of really small little guys. Have I tried long form recently? Not recently. Maybe I should try and make a long-form Genshin video. It's been 7 months. Jelu has a long video in a way is a bunch of smaller videos. In a way, but I don't have the satisfaction of adding them to my edited pool. You know? Like a bunch of short videos, right? I get to like put them all in the edited pool. I can feel good. Yeah, I've got like all these shorts ready for this week. A long video would be like, I've not done that at all. You know? Then again, maybe I should make a longer video for the Genshin channel. I just have to figure out what kind of longer video I'd want to make for the Genshin channel, right? Like, the process of creating a short video, right, is a lot simpler, right? Like, last night, I was thinking about, like, what I could do, right? How about clearing the abyss? I'm not quite sure that'd be the kind of video I'd want to make. Like, I think that'd be a stream activity, sure. But a video? Unsure. But, hello again. What words am I looking for? Yeah, short videos are like in the pipeline a lot easier, right? Like I had an idea. I had an idea last night. And then I made it today, and it's done now. And I'm gonna post that on Wednesday. Will it do well? I hope so. Like, it's an iteration on a video that didn't do well. So unless I've misunderstood why the video didn't do well... So if I've misunderstood why the video didn't do well, then maybe this one won't do well either. But I will say I'm really satisfied with my sound effects on the video. I've been doing more sound effects on the Genshin videos. I'd recommend watching some of my Genshin shorts, because I've been, like, trying a bit more with the sound effects. The bingo one, definitely. The bingo one and the, and, like, I'm realizing it's satisfying having a video that kind of, like, is it you? As it kind of moves through the video. That's satisfying to me. Maybe my issue is I'm just too TikTok-brained. I'm not too TikTok-brained. I use TikTok for like 5 minutes a day, desperately trying to figure out what kind of videos I should make. And then, like, just seeing a bunch of random fuck-ass, like, memes. You prefer Reddit. Reddit's alright. Reddit, I mostly go to for discussion. Like, when a new Chainsaw Man chapter drops, I go to Reddit to see what people are saying about it, right? Like, that's my dub there. Because, like, Twitter, it's too unorganized. I think they're trying to make topics on Twitter, but I haven't actually clicked on them yet. Like, Reddit, like, it organizes thoughts well, right? If I want to see something being discussed, I'll go to Reddit. Anyone tried that blue sky thing? I have not yet. I keep contemplating trying it, but I have not tried it yet. I've heard good things, but I can't help but wonder if it's going to be in everybody moves to, like, everyone's like, we're going to go blue sky now. And then, like, 5 seconds later, everyone's back on Twitter. Although, to be fair, a Blue Sky, I think Blue Sky is made by the people who made Twitter, and they made Blue Sky after they sold Twitter. And it's basically just a new Twitter. But without an algorithm. But, what's it called? What was I looking for? Maybe I should go to Blue Sky, though, if the discourse is less stupid over there. Yeah, I'm on it. It just feels like Twitter without the bigots. Maybe I may... Like... I should make an account, but, yeah. I just haven't yet. But the Twitter discourse does keep on getting more and more inane. Like, I've been realizing more and more lately that so many times there's this one thing keep on popping up in my feed, right? Not like one thing specifically. But, what was it called? And before someone goes and yoinks your handle. Mango? I will know it's you. Like, at this point, it'll be obvious who did it. Gonna keep it 100% with you. But, what was I gonna say? Twitter, right? So many times does something keep on popping up. And it's people, like, talking about this one thing. Like, the other day, someone said it's problematic to force your children to shower. And then it turned out that they were in a relationship with their brother. And a large portion of my feed was people just ragging on that person. Why? If we just didn't give them attention, I would not have to see any of that. But no, because the moment anyone's slightly weird or does something strange or, like, gross... How did it even come out? It was all over their Twitter feed, apparently. Where did the incest come from? Just apparently, like, people went... Like, they quote that, right? And then people went onto their Twitter and found out that they were in a relationship with their brother. And everyone was just, like, blasting that all over the feed. And it was like... Is this an inconsequential take from a random Twitter user? I do not care about this person. Like... Now that I'm thinking about it for more than a second, with the amount of, like, stuff about, like... Because, like, they quote a decent amount about the fact that they were dating their brother, right? I'm starting to just think it was a bait account. Like, it just hit me right now that, like... That's just gotta have been a bait account, right? Like, I don't know. Back to my original point, though. Is, like... People just get so, like... Dogpile. People love to dogpile. People really fucking love dogpiling, right? They're obsessed with it. Whenever someone does, like, something strange, or, like, they are doing something gross or something, people just love jumping on them. If we just didn't give them any attention, I just don't get why we give them attention, right? But, like, that person isn't, like, the worst of it, right? That shit isn't, like, the worst of it. Dogpiling is when loads of people start... What word? I'm just gonna Google the definition here because the words aren't coming to me. Dogpiling definition. Did the music just stop as I was doing that? I don't think anything sus should have came up there. No. If a number of people jump on top of another person or one another so as to form a disorderly heap, but then people often use that in, like, number of people join in on directing critical or abusive comments at another person or group. Understood. Good. Now it's just Firefox browser home. I see. Did not show. Like, there shouldn't have been anything in the search history, but there's always like that worry of what if there is. Because I don't even use that account to, like, Google things. I use that account to Google things when I'm live. Everything there, I have Googled live. But yeah, people are just so obsessed with dogpiling people, right? Which means that, like, the most inane, vile shit gets put on everyone's feed all the time. Which causes more people to dogpile, right? And that doesn't just happen with, like, random people dating their brother telling you it's abusive to make your child shower. It happens with people saying, like, genuinely, like, vile shit, right? It happens when people, like, genuinely being, like, racist or transphobic or homophobic or ableist or anything. Someone puts a bad take online, a nasty take, someone's being a nasty person online, and everyone's like, it is my duty to insult this person and tell them that they're wrong. And it's like, it's not. You're not going to change their opinion by getting all of Twitter to attack them. I think everyone would have a lot better of a day on social media if people didn't just dogpile on people all the fucking time. So yeah, if that doesn't happen on Blue Sky, maybe I should use it. Maybe that would be smart. Maybe I'll make an account tonight or tomorrow. I've got another show I want to make tomorrow. I'm actually getting quite the backlog at the moment, which is unusual for me. But, like, it's just one of those things, right? It's like, I should probably do this, but then I don't because I've got ADHD. Is there an actual reason for it? No. It's just because I've got ADHD. I don't get around to it. And, like, this isn't all that necessary of a thing to do as well. Like, I don't need to make a Blue Sky account. But, like... And that doesn't help the, procrastination of making the Blue Sky account. But I feel like everyone's had good things to say about it, so I might try it. People also say that growth is easier on Blue Sky, I've heard. So maybe I should try it. Just a little bit, getting people to the tubes. But who knows, man? Who knows? Alright. But yeah. Just fed up with AI generated images. Won't call AI. Yeah, AI really isn't Fucking AI Minecraft. I saw my friend play it the other day. I was like, I don't know. I wouldn't play it myself. Don't want to give them the traffic. Don't want to use it in general. It's just crazy how often, right, people who are adamant AI is the future just make a worse version of something that already exists. One of the world's AI Minecraft. Imagine playing Minecraft, but the game has no object permanence. So, you place a wooden block down, look away from it, and then look back, and the environment behind you is entirely different. You're just looking at an entirely different place. Because all AI Minecraft has done has been fed, like, loads of Minecraft videos. It doesn't really understand what it's doing. Like, people keep on calling, like, Minecraft Lobotomy Edition, and it kind of is. Also, like, AI tech bros are so adamant it's, like, a thing that we should use, and, like, I've never seen a genuinely, like, appealing AI video. Like, even as the tech advances, right? I just still haven't seen anything made with AI and been like, yeah, I would be genuinely invested in this. If I didn't have this, like, kind of bias I've already built up towards AI. Like, because obviously there's shit of, like, it uses loads of power, so it's bad for the environment. It's just a plagiarism machine, more or less. Everything it does is built upon the work of other people, which means that you cannot, like, make something out of AI that isn't just, like, inherently stealing shit from other people. Like, if all of that wasn't true, I still haven't seen, like, a video made with AI that I'd be like, yeah, this is good at, you know? Fuck, I did it again! Alright. Yeah, except... Don't use character AI, man. I know where that's going. It's character AI, isn't it? It's character AI. We all know it's character AI. If you wanna... Something wrong with that can be kind of fun. I don't know, it's like... Still AI. There are real people on that site, which is kind of strange. Like, if you want to roleplay so bad, do it with other people, not with a machine. Alright. You can't treat other people like shit. I feel like we're uncovering a deeper psychological issue here. I mean, you can. Also true. You'll just run out of people to talk to you fast. Exactly. Alright. Any thoughts on that AI will turn evil stuff? It's not... Like, the fundamental truth is, right, we call it AI. This is nothing like Terminator. This isn't Skynet. ChatGPT isn't Skynet. ChatGPT is a parrot. Will AI turn evil, become sentient and self-aware and take over the world? Fucking... Probably not. I've never believed it's going to, I'm going to be entirely honest. Like, I think that that's just, like, TV bullshit and shouldn't be believed. But, even in the situation where that should be humoured as an actual issue and potential situation, machine learning won't do that. ChatGPT is a very complicated text autocomplete thing. Exactly. Like, will AI end the world? I feel like that's a different conversation, right? But it won't be because, like, AI is trying to end the world. It'll be because incompetent people who only care about their bank accounts will try to put too much stress on it. No AM, huh? Alright. Alright. Now then. Also, ChatGPT is the reason why in the future it'll ask for the oldest doctors there. I think you'll all know why. I do wonder how much of, like, genuine... Like, I guess it fundamentally gives more people an out. More people a easy way of cheating at something, cheating on their essay, right? But, like, I just wonder... The people who didn't care about writing their essay to begin with would have still resorted to other ways, right? Like, I get it. I get why it's bad. Do not get me wrong. I do not think people should be using ChatGPT to write their essays. That's not what I'm arguing. But the people who would use ChatGPT to cheat and answer their essays and shit, would they have even put all the effort they needed to in the first place? And they say it's just easier. I feel like that's, like, the only, like, vague excuse there is for, like, the whole... Like, I get it, I get the fear, but I just can't help but wonder how real of a fear it is, and how much of a just general... I don't know, I just don't... Too scared to get caught, so not doing that. Exactly, like, there'll be people like Jello who are scared to get caught. There are people who genuinely care about the subject and stuff. But, like, I don't know, I just wonder how much of a genuine issue it is, and how much of a, this is just a new way that people who were going to, like, be lazy and cheat anyway can be lazy and cheat. Yeah. Also, intentionally giving wrong answers sometimes cause slight inconvenience. Especially if some are sent online so you can Control-C, Control-V. Don't most online thingies these days deliberately check if the whole shit's been Control-C, Control-V'd? I haven't wrote anything except for notes in school without a computer for a long time. Yeah? What would I say to... But yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I feel like I've said my point about 7 times already. Like, it's not great that it's just another way of people cheating, but like... People been cheating. The point is that basically everything has been moved to the internet in school, exactly, so... Oh wow. Croagunk. So there are, like, Control-C, Control-V shit. That's already, like, plagiarism. So don't they deliberately monitor to make sure that doesn't happen? Also, in the Discord lock server, there's an essays channel so you can get the mon you want. There's an essays channel so you can get the mon you want, huh? Even if they could prove it, it doesn't hold water, as you could write it in a different software format, then copy and paste it into Word. Yeah. But why wouldn't you just write it in Word? Plus, surely, in that instance, if you were under suspect for using AI, they could ask for the original software you wrote it in and could check the history on that. Without needing to hope that someone will get it faster. No, the whole, like, essays channel is the part that's confusing me. You get people to write essays to... get Pokemon? Right. Right. Might only have, like, Notepad and then paste it into a PC that has a Word. I feel like at this point... I don't know, this feels like too niche of a, like, case situation to, like, actually, like, bother and... Yeah, no, the essays bit is the part I'm asking about, Brugger. You just haven't really answered my question. Like, at this point, you're, like, leaping through hoops to justify a situation in which you couldn't feasibly check the progress of of a work to ensure that it's been being, like, to ensure there's progress on it, right? You've done it before, but, like, consider that most days we've got, like, Google Docs and stuff. I feel like in current day and age, that's going to be, like, a very, like, edge case situation. And even then, the work would have to be flagged as suspected AI generated. Like, I don't know, man. I'm not a fucking teacher. I'm not here to suggest the solutions. I'm here to say I just wonder how much we should be doomering over students using ChatGPT, because I just genuinely don't think that those students would be invested in the course to begin with. Like, it's just not really the end of the stick that I'm arguing about. So why the person writing it should get them on? I see. Someone used ChatGPT. Oh, I hope they got banned from ever getting them on. Because clearly they're not invested in getting them on, eh? Right. How do they find out it was ChatGPT? To be fair, I feel like unless you're really trying to get AI to output a response that doesn't look like AI, most responses do look like AI. Oh, they actively admitted it. Fair enough. I've noticed if you just, like, tell ChatGPT to, like, write you an essay and shit, like, it's kind of obvious that it's artificially generated. You can tell. I find. Egg. Obviously that'll get harder too, but although I guess that depends if they're going through ChatGPT or another source. I don't really know. I haven't looked into writing essays. I am going to be entirely honest. I'm going to come clean. I am talking about this. I have not looked into writing essays with AI because I haven't had to write an essay in half a decade. Cold? No, I'm not. Shut up. Shut up. Right. It said, using this Pokemon gives you a wide range of options in battle. My brother in Christ is a mixed speedy attacker. And if you're smart, you proofread and alter the essay, which wouldn't take more than like 2 hours. The issue is, Rob, is someone writing an essay with ChatGPT is already being very, very lazy. So I feel like in a lot of cases they probably just wouldn't. But I digress. Oh no, we're talking about writing? We're talking about, people using AI to write their schoolwork. Brugot on the tubes was saying, that he'd, in the future, ask for the oldest doctor there. But my point was, I feel like if someone's going to use ChatGPT, like, people who use ChatGPT to write their shit today, surely they'd be too lazy to put in like the actual effort they needed to into the course before. So I wonder how much would change. Like, they still fundamentally would have that lack of investment. And also, becoming a doctor is a very long process. That too. I feel like it's very easy to... I feel like doctor is the one that people are being, like, trying to fearmonger over, right? I feel like being a doctor isn't one of the questions that's, like, as under threat from AI. From people, like, who are too reliant on AI. Speaking of cheating, one person in your class said they're getting their driver's license for a bike so they can drive alone, admitted to cheating. And you looked up the answer, so you reported it. You need a driver's license for a bicycle? I'm guessing Brugger means a motorcycle. But yeah, I'm sure there are some jobs that are actually genuinely under threat from ChatGPT and stuff. But I'm not sure being a doctor is one of them. No, you mean a normal? Oh, you do need a license to ride a normal bike. No, we don't have bike licenses here. Which is surprising because this is, like... The UK is very notorious for having way too many licenses. You need, like, fishing licenses, TV licenses. You don't need to pass a test for the TV license, to be clear. The TV license isn't, like, a thing you just, like, to pass a test for, to prove you're worthy of having a TV. No, a TV license is something you have to pay for. So you can actually have a TV and use a TV. Which is still quite fucked up, to be honest. Have to. Yeah. Yeah, no, I will give you that. Have to legally. Legally, you have to get a TV license. If you have a TV. Alright. You mean alone? So if you, like, have one of those bicycles with, like, 3 seats, you can, do it just fine? Only if you watch live broadcasts on the BBC. Yeah, but, like, if you own a TV... There's still, like, you got a license. You got a license for that? This is a misunderstanding. From stories I've heard, this isn't first-person experience, I'll give you that. Just having a TV can warrant people... They do, and you tell them to go fuck themselves. See, my point proven. Like, I guess, like, they can't enforce it, but, like, if you have a TV, they'll want you to have a license. That's because they're bricks. I feel like Brugger's implication there was if people had to get a license to ride a bike alone, there'd be less reckless bicyclists. And I can see the logic there. Where do you even live? Shelu's months-long plan to throw a brick through Brugger's window is finally coming to an end. He's almost gotten there. He's at the finish line. It's in sight. Alright. Name, address, credit card information, please? No. You'll get there someday, Jelly. You'll get there someday. Ugh. No. Jello, how about you give over your information? Now, you only have to promise not to watch the BBC, and then they leave you alone for 3 years, and then they say you're doing, that, you say yes, and then they leave you alone for another 3. Yeah, I still feel like the general gist is they do try to pressure. You got to go by. Fair enough, Brugger. I hope you have a great rest of your day. The pressure still be kind of there. Wasn't going to wasn't going to call you a hypocrite, and yes, and it wasn't a yes or no question. Hand it over. Sorry, Mango, got to go to sleep now, can't. That sly worm. Ugh. I am yawning up a storm, what the hell? What the hell? Oh my god, no way. Right. Sorry, baffled. The first part of this stream went really quick. And now it's going slower again, and I don't know why. Oh, I do not understand why. Baffles me, innit? Oh, up onto the bed, okay. I was wondering, my cat leapt off the windowsill with a thud and then just stood staring at the bed for a bit before actually leaping up onto it. Alright. All right then. When you live back home with your dad, we always had at least one cat. Yeah, I've always had at least one cat my whole life. In fact, I think Missy is the least amount of cats I've ever owned. Yeah, no, I think Missy's the least amount of cats I like, having only Missy. The least amount of cats I've ever owned in my life. I usually have like a bunch. And then we just kind of have less. Someone when we had, we should often sit on like windowsill thing, but sometimes the curtain would be covering the whole thing. My curtains are pretty long, so when Misty wants to leap up, she can just go behind the curtains to leap up. Like, they reach to the floor, so she just goes behind the curtains on the floor and then leaps up from there. But she just try to jump up there and fall because she got blocked by them. Oh no. So you always kept them open for her, right? Right? Yes, good. Good. Correct answer. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. Like, sometimes I'd have my window a bit open and the window would kind of close them up. Oh, no. So you stop the wind, right? You made sure to entirely stop the wind. So it's a bit of an opening, and she'd think that it would work. I mean, I've tried sometimes. You should have tried harder. How unfair to the cat, honestly. It's your moral imperative. I love stories where cats seem to think their owners can control the weather. I think those are my favourite stories. Because, like, really, when you think about it, like, especially if, like, it's an indoor cat, right? Especially if it's an indoor cat, you have control over, like, the whole environment of your home, right? You can turn on the lights, you can light fires in the fireplace if you have a fireplace, like... You can make it, like, water come from the sky in specific places, shower, the sink, and stuff like that. It's like, it makes sense that a cat would, like, be like, hey, I don't like the thunder, can you stop that, please? It is raining outside right now, and I want to go out. Can you stop that so I can go out, please? I don't think Missy thinks we have that kind of level of control, but she does get very, like, antsy and grumpy when it's raining outside and she needs to take a dump. Because Missy, she used to know how to shit in the litter box, but she has entirely forgotten. She would most often notify me when the curtains run away. Exactly. That makes sense. That makes sense. Which is an important issue, so it did need your attention. Right. It's only those moments when they were just about open enough. I see, not when they're entirely closed. Interesting. Alright. But yeah, I love a good cat story. Cat story that always comes to mind for me is Missy used to have a sister. Unfortunately not anymore. But Missy used to have a sister. And Dad has, throughout his life, often had a fish tank. I believe it was for one of his birthdays a decade or so ago. We, as a family, gifted him a new fish tank. and he's had that since. He's had that since. He's maintained it. He once or twice a month he'll like clean it out entirely. He takes really good care of it, and he's got quite a few fish. But one day he was doing one of his like good old classic clean outs of it. The story isn't going the way you think it is. One day he was doing one of his classic cleans out of it, and Missy's sister decided she wanted to say hello to him. She was a very friendly cat. She was a very loving cat. I have this very distinct memory. I think it was the night before I was going on holiday. It was quite hot, so I opened my window. Yeah, it was rather hot, so I opened my window. My door was closed. This was like, these days I keep my door open so Missy can come in and out of my room as she pleases, right? My door was closed. Only my window was open. And I woke up in the middle of the night to something warm against my leg. And it was the cat. And she climbed up on the roof, I assume across the top of the shed, to get up onto the roof, to get in through the window. And, like, I've had other cats do that before, but, like, that was the first time I saw her do it, and she was just sleeping up, cuddled up next to my leg, and it was genuinely adorable. What was it called? Anyway, to finish off the cliffhanger, basically one day the cat leapt up onto the fish tank, almost knocking the light suspended over the fish tank down into it, while my dad's hands were in the tank. Meaning if she had actually knocked that light, I think she did knock the light, it just didn't go into the tank. If she had knocked the light, she would have knocked the light into the tank, electrocuting her and my dad. So fortunately that didn't happen. But it almost did. But she was a bit soggy after that, innit? Alright. Actually, I have another story about that fucking fish tank. That fucking fish tank. No, so, the other day, Dad came back with some new fish. As he often does. Fish don't have long lifespans. So it's not often, like, general slow replacement of the fish over time. He opened it up. He opened it up to put the bags in. And a fish leapt out. A fish leapt out of the tank. Fortunately, I'm fairly certain people have tested things like that, and probably dropping live wires into large things of water probably won't electrocute you. You would assume so, to be fair. It was a light that's meant to be suspended above a fish tank. I would expect it to be decently insulated, so if it drops in, it doesn't kill all the fish. But yeah, no, a fish leapt out of the tank. This fish, it's a pretty old one. I was saying normally fish have short lives. This fish is pretty old. It's a pretty old fish, and it is blind. Its eyes are basically the same color as its flesh now. I don't know if that means like it's grown flesh over its eyes or what, but it is a blind fish. And I don't know if it just noticed that the top was being lifted and thought it was feeding time, swam up and then swam a bit too far because it didn't know where the top of the water was, or like it got spooked in some other way. But it leapt out the tank, so me and Dad scrambled to get her back in. We managed. She was back in the tank. It was fine, she was fine. And about 10 minutes later, Dad noticed something on the floor around the corner of the fish tank, and it was another fish! Another fish had leapt out the tank, assumably alongside the first fish. Potentially, as the blind fish swam up, she collided with the other fish, and they both spooked themselves out the tank. But all the same, it leapt out. It survived. This fish that had been out the tank for like quite a while lived, and I'm surprised at that. I don't know how the fish managed it. I'm impressed by the fish not dying. That fish impresses me. Fin impresses me. Eh? 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 I'm sorry. Hey, Saba! Oh, that's a face I haven't seen. It's not been that long. No, in fact, it's probably not been that long at all. I do not think the last dorsal fin stream was that long ago. Ugh. Oh, that's like an actual emote. I just, for some reason, don't have BTTV, so I can't see it. Right. Oh, it's still like Halloween on your end. What? Pardon? I don't think it is. You saw it on stream. And it was a pumpkin cup. Oh, I see. Yeah, like, I feel like things haven't updated past Halloween in a lot of places. Discord still got, like, the Halloween sounds for me. I didn't even see it as an emo, I'm gonna be honest. In my chat, it wasn't an emo. It was only... I just realized we just passed elite. In my chat, it wasn't even an emo. It was just, not an emo. Just strange, I thought I had better Twitch TV enabled, but I guess not. Oh yeah, guess not. It was a 7 TV mode. Oh, I see. Well, that really does make sense then, because I do not have that enabled at all. Quite logical that that wouldn't happen then. Yeah. How did it work as an emo? Because it worked on stream elements. My overlay probably just counts it as an emote. Because my overlay is like an external browser source. So it probably just has those pop plugins enabled by default in it. Would make sense to me. I think that makes sense. finally got the festival cutscene. Hell yeah, congratulations. Only like 3 days left. Cutting it a bit close, innit? I was like, wow, the event's already ending, and then I realized that, what was it called? I finished off the event the week before. And the event hadn't finished off. Wait. A couple of weeks ago I did the event. True, well, you're not as active as you were. Unbelievable. Can't believe you've not become a full-on Genshin addict again. How you get all the primos, Rob? How are you gonna get C6 Eta? Ooh. Full-on gunks again. Right, how are you gonna get C6 Ito? Hello, hello. I changed up my Cahir's weapon again, but I'll talk more about that on my next Genshin stream. Do I like riddles? Depends on the riddle. If the riddle is about Pokemon leaks, then I'm entirely uninterested. If it is other stuff... Right. Oh. None. Okay, I need to remember. What is that? I just put the egg away again. Okay, so 2 left. 1, 2, 1. So 1, 2, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's... So I'm on 42, I think. Yeah. Yeah. And at 1350, I need to refresh the box again, or I will overflow once more. The 4th time you see him is in the Towering Mausoleum. Who's that Pokemon character? Is it like... something of like towering things you meet like a person for a 4th time in. So like Burn Tower, you meet Isween and Morty for the first time. Silver's in there, but I don't think it's him because the Burn Tower doesn't tower. It's burned. It's short. To be fair, that is the 4th time you meet Silver, because you meet him. You don't battle him in Sprout Tower, which is one of them, but you battle him in Cherry Grove, you battle him in Ilex Forest, and then you meet him again in Burn Tower. But I don't think it's Silver. I'm not. That's not my answer. So my second thought is older. But is that the 4th time you meet him? Because I'm pretty sure in Black and White, when you get to the top of... not Celestic Tower. Think about the word mausoleum. The issue is I don't know what that means. So we're going to turn to Google. A stately or impressive building housing a tomb or multiple groups of tombs. So yeah, okay, no, I was kind of right. Towering Mausoleum is still a graveyard tower. which the Unovan Tower with the bell on top, I can't remember its name, is. Although, when do you meet Blue? Would that be the third time? Not the third time, the fourth time? I don't know, it wouldn't be Blue, because Blue you meet him first in Palette, then you meet him to the west of Viridian, then you meet him on the bridge. Well, that's wrong then, it's not Gary. You meet Gary 5 times. Because you meet him at the beginning of the game. Then you meet him to the west of Viridian. That's an optional encounter, but that's still an encounter you can do. Then you meet him on the Golden Bridge. Then you meet him on the SS Anne. And then you meet him in the Pokemon Tower. So that would be the 5th time. Would have got enough for 2 characters. I'm not sure I'll grab C6 Ito like your original plan. You'll chip away at chests and everything. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Oh, C6 Ito. Oh, C6 Ito. I had to use see him because it rhymes with mausoleum. It's the 4th mandatory. It was the 4th mandatory, but it's still like... I don't know, I'd count it as the 5th time. Because you do... Well, because of that battle in Viridian. Like, I guess most people do miss it, but... don't mean it ain't there. It's a funky one, because how many other optional rival fights even are there? Like, are there any other optional rival fights? Even for Riddle, do you think that... No, that was a... It wasn't too cryptic for a Riddle. I did pretty land on the answer. Because Towering Mausoleum, there aren't that many Towering Mausoleums in Pokemon. As much as it is a franchise kind of known for them. Because there's, I need to remember the name of the one from Unova. Pokemon Litwick. Celestial. There's Celestial Tower, there's Lost Tower, and there's the Pokemon Tower. I believe it's called the Pokemon Tower. The one in Lavender Tower. You don't meet anyone in the Lost Tower. All you do is you get Defog or Strength there, depending on the game. But you don't actually... Wait, do you get Defog from there? No, I don't think you get Defog from there. No, you get Strength there in Diamond and Pearl, but you don't get much there at all in Platinum. But you don't meet anyone there is the point. So the other one is Celestial, where you do meet Juniper in Black and White 2, and I believe you meet Alder in Black and White 1. But I'm not sure it's the 4th time you meet Alder. I'm trying to remember the Alder meetings. Because I think the first one is in Nimbasa, right? Where he makes you fight those 2 preschoolers with Cherin. That sounds weird out of context. So I think that might even be... Or do you meet him there? I might be wrong on that. That might be a post-game thing. At some point you see Alder at Celestial Tower, because that's when he implied that one of his past partner Pokemon died. I'm not certain, but I don't think Alder fits the criteria, which means the only person who does fit is Blue. But I would still say that it's a bit nebulous whether it should be counted as the 4th or the 5th, because technically it is like the 5th Blue battle. Even if you miss the second one, it's still like a battle that's coded into the game, right? In what sense? In the sense that that blue fight in red and blue and yellow and fire and leaf green, I don't think Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee have it, but in the other ones, no, they might. But like, there's that optional blue fight that you can do there, but you can miss that fight. You don't have to do that fight. You can entirely skip over it. There's nothing forcing you to do it. Is there any Pokemon region with a normal graveyard? Alola. It's got a few. Sword and Shield. Galar has one in the Crown Tundra. I don't think Paldea does, though. Oh, Mount Pyre also counts as a towering mausoleum. Is that the 4th time you met the evil team leaders? I don't think so. Okay, let's go Auras, because I think you meet them earlier in Auras. I don't think you meet them in the Oceanic Museum in Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. So, in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, you meet Marchie and Axie. Axie? Marchie and Axie! Archie and Maxie, you meet them in the Oceanic Museum. You then don't see them again until Meteor Falls, in which they make you fight the admins. No, you meet the other one in Meteor Falls. You just fight one of the admins of the team of the game, which means the second time you meet them is Mount Chimney. But then they drop off the face of the earth for a bit until you meet them in Mount Pyre. So yeah, that's only the 3rd time. But I would be surprised if there was like an optional May fight, May and Brendan fight. But I'm not like... Is the one in Lily Cove optional? In like Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald? I think in Auras you have to do it. Because you have to get to the beach through that area. Maybe. I'm pretty sure in Auras it's mandatory. But is it in Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald? And then Barry there isn't. All of Barry's fights are in like very in-your-face areas. I know there are optional like end-game rival fights, but I wouldn't count those. Like the final like super-powered post-game fight with a rival, I wouldn't count. Just main story fights. Wally, you have to fight him outside of the Marble Gym, and you have to fight him in Victory Road. Silver, you have to fight in Burnt Tower to get down to the dogs. And then I think Sharon and Bianca, most of their fights are just on the road around the region, so I think they'd be hard to miss. X and Y there are so few, but they're all like on the main path. I think Hows are all on the main path as well. Because How fights you in like, is it Paniola Town? The kind of like westerny themed town. Then I believe the time you fight How after that might straight up be Ula Ula. No, it's the Battle Royale. But that's not skippable. Yeah, no, I don't think, I think Blue might be the only skippable rifle fight in the series. Actually, Silver. If you count the Kanto post-game, which is nebulous, as not a post-game, as mandatory to complete the game, you can skip the Silver fight in Mount Moon. Because you don't need to go through Mount Moon. Obviously, if you go through Mount Moon, you get to Cerulean. I feel like a lot of people would go through Mount Moon, right? But you could theoretically just fly away from Pewter to wherever you need to go next. Because Pewter you get to after you've done Lavender Town. Like, the order of the Kanto gyms is like quite a nebulous, I'd say. But I feel like Janine is pretty easily like the first one. No, Surge is the first. Sorry, you arrive in Vermilion, so Surge is the first. Misty, you do Misty then. And then you go down to Janine. And then I think after that you go back through the Snorlax to Brock. Which means after that you'd go... I guess you could arguably say that maybe it'd be better to go through Janine, up to Erica, through Sabrina, then down to Diglett's Cave again, to go up to Brock. But then the best way to go would be south, rather than through Mount Moon, because you'd be going to Cinnabar next, if you were doing a no-fly run. So I think Silver's Kanto fight is missable, but it's nebulously post-game, so I'm not sure I'd count it. How hard I'd count this one. Because, like, you could argue Serena's post-game fight is missable. Do you count the Barry post-game fight? Exactly. Like, would you... Because, like, that is a missable fight, but, like, it's post-game, it's in the post-game. It's not, like, in the main story. Anyway, the Barry post-game fight, you have to unlock on the Battle Isle. So, again, I'd say, like... It's a bit too out the way to say, like, it's a countable, missable fight, right? Because although technically it is a fight with the rival you could miss, it's like the post-game fight. And again, that's why I think I wouldn't count Silver's, actually. Because I'd say the interesting thing about the blue fight, the blue rival fight you can miss, is you can lock yourself out of being able to do that fight. Let's set the rules. If it's a fight you can skip, it's a fight... No, to be a fight you can skip, you have to be able to entirely skip it. Lock yourself out of being able to do it. Which you can do with the blue fight, if I'm not mistaken. If you don't do the blue fight, quick enough, it stops being there. I'm not sure when it, like, locks itself. I'm not sure if it's, like, after Pewter Gym or after the fight with him at, Nugget Bridge. But... It's, You can lock yourself out of being able to do it. Balls? Pardon? Mango. You know that saying balls out of context like that really could be read as you saying testicles, right? Alright. Which of these objects does not materialize when Max Phantasm is used? Lamp, teapot, chair, or a mug? Okay, the chair is pretty iconic, I think. My gut's saying teapot. because I feel like they wouldn't have teapot and mug there, and I feel like I remember there being a mug. I'm trying to remember what they, Ash's team bounced through in the final Journeys opening. It's like in the final Journeys opening, it like zooms on him. He sends out all his Pokemon. G-Max Gengar then uses Max Phantasm, and his Pokemon will bounce across it. And I vividly remember, I think, one of them going across the chair. Yeah, my gut's saying teapot. 198k. Oh. Oh. I got on second Emerald Rifle fight. You can literally walk right past. Oh, you're right. You're so right. I forgot about that one. No, you're correct on that. I entirely forgot about that. No, yeah. That is a good one. Alright. So yeah, I think those must be the only two. So I really don't think there's any more. Because like the Mona fights happen scripted based on which gym you're fighting at the time. Arven you fight once. No. Arven you fight twice, sorry. I don't know why I said once, because I was thinking of twice. But Arven you fight twice, and then Penny you fight once. Unless you're counting the, like, tournament at the end. In the post-game after you refight all the gym leaders. It's a lamp. Boot, teapot, 2 chairs, and a mug. Huh. That would have been my second answer, but I thought it would have been weird for them to have a teapot and a mug. I guess that's nice, because it means your question has a built-in thing to catch people out. I'm not sure. I mean, maybe you did it deliberately. Maybe you knew that would. Like, they go together, right? But I guess I'm just too, like, oh, they wouldn't want to have that symmetry. They wouldn't want to have them both, because they'd want it to be, like, a bunch of random objects, but I guess not. Always wrong. Alright. How dare you be wrong on the interwebs, dude? I'm facing that right now, honestly. Did I say it did introduce a teapot Pokemon? It did. That was like my... I mean, it also introduced a teacup Pokemon. You see, that's why it would have made sense for it to be like a... for there to be a lamp, though, as well, though, right? Because a lamp hen. Which, again, is maybe why you put it as an option. To be tricky. But yeah, I'm being wrong. I'm not being wrong on the interwebs at the moment. But my latest Genshin quiz was a bit misleading. Where there were 2 answers. And people like, actually? And then I get to be like, actually? Can double down with the, actually, you know. They're coming in with, like, the nerd emoji, and I'm like, 2 nerd emojis, you know. They think they know more than me, eh? Wanna get down to fucking semantics, eh? Yeah, that's the commenters. I'm like more powerful than that. Alright. Alright. Now then. I need to find a longer version of the Eastwing theme, because the Eastwing theme goes so hard. But, quite devastatingly, the one I have on my playlist is like half a minute long. Which, in enough time to bask in its glory. Eastwing's a funny character, because, like... Why do you only fight him once? Did you fight him once in Crystal? Let me check. Because I'm not sure if you fight him once in Crystal. Pokemon Eastwing. Yeah, you only fight him once in Crystal as well. I felt like he would have been a more interesting character if you fight him a couple more times. Not that he's an uninteresting character. I would just enjoy if you get to fight him more. Because he's a funky guy, right? Like, I class him, like, definitely up there with, like, Pokemon characters. I guess if people count Wally as a rival, maybe he deserves the title. Because he does fight you that one time. Right. But, like, I don't get why, at the least, in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, they didn't take the perfect opportunity to make you fight him again, which is when you're about to capture Suicune. Because time and again in games, when you're about to capture the big bad legendary, you have to do another big fight, right? And you don't actually have one of those in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. The closest thing you have is the Kimono Rush. Like the Rush of Kimono Girls, where like all of them fight you, like one after another. And like that is kind of like a big final fight, sort of. But like, I don't know, it just doesn't have the vibes. Plus you go elsewhere to like actually go and catch the Pokemon. You just do that in like the thing. Like the trends that have been established after that was like I guess there are only like two generations between Crystal, yeah, the Crystal specifically, because that's when Eastwing was introduced. But there was only 2 generations between Crystal and the other one. There are only 2 generations. Egg. There are only 2 generations between Crystal and Heart Gold, Soul Silver. So I guess you could argue that series trends had yet to be established yet. But I feel like it was pretty obvious where the series trends were going, and that was like just before you fight the big bat, like get the big legendary Pokemon of the game, you have to fight the big evil team leader. And Isuin isn't a big evil team leader, but he's the person with a lot of connection to Suicune. I think you should have fought him again. I'm just going to put it out there. He's cool. I also think they should have given him his own battle theme. Did they in Masters? I feel like they might have. Speaking of tea, we aren't, but go off, I guess. Oh wait, no we were actually. I'm wrong. We were about 10 minutes ago, however. This was a conversation from 10 minutes ago, not a current conversation. So I actually kind of do stand by my point. She curled up or she sat down? No, she's curled up. Right. Yeah, that was still a message from 10 minutes ago, Mango. Like, it's funny because I've been, like, quite upset, right? I was quite upset that Missy was no longer willing to, like, sleep on the bed with me, right? Like, just how it is, you know, like, felt rejected, felt dejected. Because she was used to, and, you know, I value, like, I realised I valued her company, and I missed it. I missed it. I did. But now she's doing it again, I'm remembering how in the way she is all the time. Like, it is impressive that something so small can take up so much of the bed. Like, I woke up this morning to, like, a slither. I had a slither of the bed because Missy was, like, at a convenient spot three quarters of the way across the bed, leaving me just, like, a little slither to, like, be in. And, like, all the duvet was, like, on my side still somehow, because I was all wrapped up in it, which meant that, like, I couldn't really move to the other side and still be covered by the duvet. And I don't have the heart to kick her off. I don't have the heart. Like, sometimes she manages to find, like, a good spot to sit, right? And I can flip and turn and toss and do what I want to. But I bought a TeamViewer metal ball thing for loose tea. Oh, very nice. Yeah, our teapots all have, like, a kind of infuser thing built in. They just have, like, a little, small little pot thing that you can, like, put in. And it'll, what's it called? Yeah. And the tea will go in there and it'll, like, diffuse in it. You're not at the level yet where you can finish a whole pot of your own tea. Cowardice, really. Have you considered getting, like, a smaller teapot? Because, like, it doesn't need to be, like, a big teapot, right? It can be, like, a smaller teapot. You get, like, a reasonably sized teapot, and yeah. You don't even have... What? You don't have a teapot? Who doesn't have a teapot? Who doesn't own a teapot? You don't have a teapot? You have a teapot, honestly, you make your tea in a mug. That's fine. I can't entirely slate that, right? But if you have visitors over, you make it in the teapot, don't you? Oh, cool, Rob, can I have your teapot? Teapots can't be that expensive. I'm gonna be rude. Yeah, they aren't. They really aren't that expensive. Oh, you should make copy for them. You have 2 fancy copy machines for that. Don't make tea for guests. Strange. I say like I've ever made tea for guests. If one day I have a guest over and they're like, Cahir, oh, if one day ever comes where I have a guest over and I'm like, would you like some tea? And they're like, yes, please, Cahir, that'd be great. I'm gonna explode. Fucking explode, you hear me? I'll fucking explode. But yeah, sure. I guess it's always drugs that you offer when people are over, isn't it? Coffee, alcohol, just how it is in our society. That you give guests drugs, it's just how it is, you know? Just the way of the world. We truly do. Chat. 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 Chat! Oh no, they're fucking everywhere! Oh my god, they're all the way back here! Oh no! Oh, I've done a horrid job at this. 181 is a whole other box. Oh no. Oh no. Wait, you aren't supposed to give people... No, you are supposed to give people drugs, Mango.
Yo! You have been thoroughly gunked.
I've been thoroughly gunked. This is dismal. What have I done? Look how many of them there are. Look how many of them there are. I can't believe this. Fancy whiskey decanter. With a glass boat in it. Well, that sounds kind of fancy, Rob. Where can I come over? Why are you giving your guests boats to drink? That's my question. Why are they drinking boats? Can you sail in it? Is it the transient? Look how fucking many of them there are. This is genuinely quite dismal. Not the boat, but the liquid around the boat. Kind of looks like a pirate ship, I guess. You should, take it out and paint it. What's up with the boat? Not the boats, the random eggs. Yeah, I think most of these guys are probably... probably, yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. Alright. Let's, get these guys all. I think I need to smash the decanter, and the £200 whiskey would go with it. Wait, why would the whiskey go with it? Did you just... I thought you only put stuff in a decanter when you were going to drink it. It's in the decanter. It's always in the decanter? Yes. I see. Wait, so if this is 8-1, then these two actually need to be released. I'll just get 2 more gunks hatched, actually. Seems like the easy thing to do. Alright. A whiskey decanter is basically just a fancy bottle. I see. I guess I'm just too used to wine decanters. Not that I drink. But when my dad does. When my dad has guests over, he'll break out the decanter. I drink. Cud does not. I only drink water. Stay hydrated, folks. Right, I'm going to release all these guys, and then I'm going to go to the toilet quickly. Okie dokie. You do the redeem, but you can't go wasting 500 points. No, you can do the redeem. You can do it, Mango. You can do it. There's no reason that you can't just do it, really. You could just do it. All right. No, Rob, you... Rules are rules. Everyone's got to hydrate right now. Everyone's got to take a drink. Everyone's got to be hydrated. If you're not hydrated right now, death. Alright. When you got the tea infuser thing, you also got like a big ice cube tray thing. But for different uses, I hope. Yes, good. You never know. You never know. Or a magic show? a magic show? The ice in the cup is now about the size of like normal ice cubes. Oh, oh yeah, big ice cube tray. Very exciting. Fontaine quest. Oh, I see, I see. I hope you enjoy it. That's a good act. Just make sure you have a good amount of time set aside for it. The fountain gives quests? Yes. That's exactly what's being said. How's it going, Felix? Hello! It's going pretty solid, except for the fact that, I just released a box of Croagunk into the rest of my boxes. $381. I last released at 1300. Which, like, am I sure I got rid of them all? Because I feel like I'm not. You know, I feel like I'm not. I feel like I didn't. Oh, here are some. Here are some. Here are some I should release as well. Right. Was scared that sentence would be, I just released a shiny Croagunk. Fortunately, I haven't, I don't think. Or maybe I have. Maybe it's been so long since I got a shiny Croagunk that I've begun losing it. Alright. No, yeah, I'm gonna go to the toilet quickly. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the toilet quickly. I will be right back. Make sure to stay tuned, because I will be back after the break. I'll be right back. And we are back again. We are returned. Piss GG indeed. Okay, yeah, it's 2 boxes, Mango. The next release is at 1440, not 1441. The extra, like, it's at a round number. The releasing needs to be done. I was just a bit later than I should have been. Right. But yeah, okay. So my plan this week, right, is to stream Genshin a bit later on Friday. We'll see if it does happen. We'll see if it does happen. Because it looks like I might be visiting my nephew on Friday and having dinner over there. And if I have dinner over there, then I can't guarantee I'll get back in time for when I was planning on starting the streaming. Question is, would you get to 1440 this stream? Probably not. Getting to 1400 would be horrible. But it's looking likely. So I'll probably try to get to about there. Oh yeah, I'll be ending about 10:30 as normal. I'll probably get to about 20 past, and then I'll do today's Pokedoku. You know how it is. You know how it be. But yeah, I'll probably do a later stream on Friday for Genshin. I'd highly recommend stopping by for that, because, you know, Genshin. Do appreciate views on the Genshin streams, innit? But, what's it called? Yeah, no, we'll see. My intended start time is about 9. I'll keep you guys updated if there's no stream, though, if I end up getting back too late. Because I'm unsure, right? Because, like, normally, I feel like if I'm having dinner somewhere, I'd be staying late, right? But sister, brother-in-law, and 2 nephews. 2 nephews both being very young. They'll probably want to get to bed earlier. I always remember, I went to visit them in, like, I went to visit them in April. It was April I went to visit them. Because my second nephew was born in March. I got the news while I was live. Yeah, so... Yep. Second nephew's born in March. I know, and I saw them soon after, which is very nice. Because, obviously, my first nephew was born in 2020, June of 2020, during the midst of coronavirus, so it took a bit before I actually got to see him. But then I saw them in April again, and they were both in bed at, like, 9, maybe earlier. It might have been earlier, actually. It might have been we had dinner and they went to bed. Wait, nephew, that makes you an uncle? Mango, I have been not at all secretive about this fact. I am indeed an uncle. You've been uncled. I've been uncled. Get uncled. That happened a while ago. I've been an uncle longer than I've been a streamer. Right. But, you know how it be. But yeah, they were very tired, and that's understandable. Well, yeah, if you have mentioned this before, your memory is kind of arse. I guess I can't entirely slate that. But I feel like I've been very unsecretive about the fact I'm an uncle. I remember It was soon after, what was I looking for to describe the situation? A friend of mine was in streaming like that. They just died from a smash strips, right? So they're probably more of like an acquaintance at that point. But I mentioned I was an uncle to them, and they were like, wait a minute. Because they'd have a little brother. So in hearing that I had a sibling, they must have assumed younger sibling, because they have a younger sibling, and I guess it's easier, not I guess, it's fundamentally easier to just assume people are in similar situations to you when you hear, like, words that are familiar to you, like, oh, I have a sibling, oh, younger sibling. So when I mentioned I was an uncle, they were like, wait a minute, what? I was like, no, my sister is a decade older than me, in fact. My sister is a full 10 years older than me. You can't be an uncle until you're, like, 32 earliest. Incorrect. Although my nephews... I probably will be about 32 by the time my nephews are only... I will be 32 by the time my nephews...
According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale. We now turn to the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale.
You have a nephew, but you're not an uncle. We know where Rob's got to in the Genshin quest, by the way. And that scared you. So you're also unked. Congratulations. But, you know, I just found it funny because they were like, surprised. They were like, wait a minute, what? How old's your, like, you're an uncle? How old's your sister? And I was like, yeah, no, she is, she is 33. So, no issue with her being a mother. Alright. Now then. Like, you know, I'm talking about that and said, Quackity's released like a... So Quackity made like a translator, a universal translator for his Minecraft server a few years back. And now he's releasing that like full on for like Discord and stuff, which is really cool. Would definitely open the door to like collabs with people from other countries, which could be interesting. Like, which would be interesting, honestly. Like, it's quite whack that, like, it's impressive technology. It's nice to see like people pushing the envelope, right? Of like what can be done with streaming. And like a just straight up translator. Like, obviously, like, there's VTubers from every country, but with its anime and idol influence, it's very like a lot of like a Japanese speaking. What was I trying to use here to describe this? So I feel like I'm not describing it well. I feel like I'm doing a poor job at it. Opens the door to collabs with VTubers from other countries is the point I'm trying to make. Not for me. I don't have any VTuber friends. From other countries, that is. You bad with words? I feel like that's a well-known fact at this point. I hate to say it. Like, my brain resets periodically every 5 minutes. And I entirely forget what I was saying. Oh, you're being sarcastic. I understood that. I understood that. I got that. I understood that. Sosbos Felix. Worth a guess. Cahir Law Drop. Likes green, isn't uncle. Bad with words, no friends. Next one, Shiny. Interesting prediction. If you're wrong, you have to do a 500-point redeem. Sorry, Mango. Sorry. Charge Beam or Thunder? Which move should you teach your Galvantula? I'd say Charge Beam. Charge Beam is a more reliable move, it hits more of the time, and also that special attack buff is very, very handy. It means that you can use Charge Beam a couple of times and then start using stronger moves that will be powered up even more by the Charge Beam. Or you could just steamroll with Charge Beam. Yahoo!
Woo yeah.
That's not a channel point. Redeem. Any thoughts on the last wildlife episode, by the way? Oh my god. I watched Mumbo's perspective first. I was bricking myself the whole time. I was like, please, Mumbo, you gotta end this as a green. You gotta end this as a green, Mumbo. I, like, pretty quickly figured out what was going on with it. And I'm impressed Mumbo immediately knew. Like, I'm impressed Mumbo immediately realized the hypothetical. Like, realized the hypothetical it was based off of. Spin the other way for shiny, double or nothing, okay. Let's see. Thunder is 70% accurate, add 30% with compound eyes, you get 100% accuracy. Oh! Oh, I see. Then, both. Charge Beam gets you special attack buffs. If you can get a couple of special attack buffs, then... If you can get a couple of special attack buffs, then your Thunder will do more damage. Can I keep going the other way around? But yeah, no, I thought that was a... Alright. I'm just a Galvantula spider, dude. I like that. All the people you're watching got way too close to the snail too many times. Dude. Right? Like, it is stressful when you can see it on stream and they're just not on screen and they're just like hovering by it and you're like, duh, duh, duh. But they were also so fucking funny, the snails. I love the way they just got like a propeller and flew up to you if you tried to pillar up. I like the little umbrellas they deploy when they're falling. The fact that if they drown, you drown is so funny to me. I like the way they just pushed the boats. And I'd really recommend watching at least a bit of Mumbo and Grian's point of view, because there was one point they went into the mines to get spider webs, to get cobwebs, to try to trap people in the cobwebs. And they were being chased by the snails through a mine shaft, and I have not been that stressed watching something for a while, but it was also just so fucking funny. Like, it's nice now that I've watched a couple of perspectives, because I know most of the deaths that happen, which means that I can start watching more perspectives and be less stressed, because I know, like, at what points people die a bit more. But, like, like, Mumbo is a bad first choice to watch. Just because, like, he did well, just not well enough. Apparently, I'm not sure if you've heard this yet. Apparently, the session was only an hour long. It was funny watching Etho's perspective. I'm not sure if you've seen similar perspectives. But, like, as the session started drawing to a close, literally everyone was like, we need this to end now. We need this to stop. We've had enough. This is far too stressful. Way too many people have died. People are going to be out of the series in a moment. I'm interested to see how... I saw, like, a third of the total lives were lost in this one episode, right? Like... I'm starting to understand now why Grian did 6 lives in total, if there are going to be more twists like that. I'm interested to see how next session's going to go. I wonder... Like, so Mumbo's on yellow and Skiz is on red. I hope Mumbo can get back up to green next. I'm rooting for Mumbo to at least not be, like, one of the first people out, as I've said before, I think. I might just say that to a friend. I want Mumbo to not be one of the first people out. I really hope that he can actually get away into this series. But I'm interested to see what Green's going to do, because from the looks of it, you couldn't really rig it in any real way. But additionally, Grian kind of had a leg up at the beginning of that challenge, because he knew the snails would kill people and no one else did. Everyone else had to figure out that the snails were going to kill people. Grian was already in the loop. So I wonder if he's going to deliberately give himself any kind of penalty on that. Just because there were a few people who died at the beginning of that session because they didn't know the snails would kill them. I wonder if maybe, like, there should have been some kind of clarification early on that, like, as the wildlife initiated, that the snails would come to kill you. But, like, I do wonder if he's going to take some kind of penalty, because, like, a lot of people didn't die early to the snails, because a lot of people didn't know the snails were going to kill them. Yeah, a lot of people didn't die early to snails, even though they didn't know the snails were going to kill them. But there was still a few people who did. And I know, like, a lot of people are going to be quite mad, because Grian did technically have that advantage there. So I wonder if he'll give a life to Skiz or something at the beginning of next session, just to kind of even it out. Didn't he win the first season? I feel like if he is one of the last ones, he'll die on purpose anyway. Yeah, no, I could definitely see that. I think I'm rooting for Etho this season. I know Mumbo isn't gonna win. Hate to say it, Mumbo's not winning this. I think I'm gonna root for Etho. Because Etho hasn't won one yet, and he's doing pretty well this season so far, I think. He's only lost 1 life, I think? He... died to his snail once. Alright. Do you think some achievements should have funny names in? What do you mean by achievements? I think it might have been twice. Oh no, he did die really early to his snail, didn't he? Is it like a tracker? Someone's got to have made this. Gonna have to Minecraft wildlife here. Okay, maybe not. No. No, okay. Never mind. Right. For example, that's right, I thought a horse requirement for your pony, sir. I feel like Pokemon's never really been a series that has done regular achievements in that kind of way, though. I feel like the achievement system in Pokemon games is like catching the Pokemon. I feel like Scarlet and Violet really doubled down on that point by giving you rewards for milestones on catching Pokemon. Kind of like how, if you get achievements, a lot of games give you stuff for getting achievements. So I'd say the Pokemon achievement system is catching the Pokemon. I don't think it needs any more achievement system than that. No, yeah, you are right, actually. I'm now realizing you are right. He was so nonchalant at that second death as well, which is funny. How new achievement get all the shiny? Yes. Hot's new achievement, get all the shiny. Ah, no. Alright. I think that's where I'm going to switch to Pokedoku. I'm not looking up something strange, am I? No, I'm not. Like, I wonder if I shouldn't look things up on this, just because, on this tab, just because... Don't fucking do that! I didn't ask you to do that. Oh, I didn't make a scene projector today. How could I? Oh, yeah, didn't make a scene projector. Remember when Peter bought a horse? He said, that's right, I bought a horse. I'm gonna be real, Kevin. My only experience through Family Guy is the random clips that come up on my Instagram Reels. I have seen snippets, and that is not one of them. Just for in case show it up. Just for in case it show up on stream. Yeah, because this I'm talking about this tab specifically that I have Pokedoku on. Okay. It's like a weird. There we go. Alright. So we got Dual-type, Hoenn, and... Oh, it's Jimmy Witzel as well. That's fun. I used to love watching him when I was younger. I think he more streams these days. You don't want to share your weird searches with us? To be fair, I don't really do many weird searches on the stream, but as I said earlier, but still, no. We got dual type, Hoenn, and monotype. We got starter, legendary, and dark. Hoenn, legendary, and Hoenn starter. Okay, so Hoenn starter, I'm going Torchic. 31. That means that's the middle. I think that must be the middle one. Unless maybe it is the lower. We'll see. We'll find out. Dual type starter. I think that might just be Bulbasaur and Rowlet. Because Quaxly, surprisingly, isn't dual type. So I think it's literally just Bulbasaur and Rowlet. Jimmy's definitely put dual type starter with the intention of Rowlet. Yeah. Yeah, I think it is literally just those two. So, which one do people think of more? I feel like people surely think of Bulbasaur more, right? It's a 3%. There's 3% in it, to be fair, but well, 6% in total. But yeah, no, I guess there's 6%. There's 6% in it, but and the monotype starter, which is most of the rest of them, gonna be real. I think I'm gonna go. Part of me wants to say Score Bunny, but I'm unsure. It's gonna be a Gen A. Gen A, or maybe, like, Chespin. Three? That's pretty low. But there are a lot of starters, so maybe that's not as low as it should be. Okay, Legendary. Let's go Hoenn Legendary first. People forgot Primal Groudon last time, which kind of makes me want to go Primal Groudon just to test the water. Oh, go on then. Unless there are any other legendary forms I'm forgetting. Legendary specifically. Deoxys forms. Deoxys is a mythical, so Deoxys does not count. So there's Primal Groudon and Primal Kyogre. There is Regice, Regirock, Mega, one of the Latis, Latis. It's one of the Latis, it's Latias. 5.2, that's pretty low. But that might not be low enough. Okay, Dual type Legendary. I guess one of the Latis would be a pretty good one for that one as well. One of the Calyrexes, Calyrex, Shadow, 0.8, and then Monotype Legendary. So that's a harder one. Cobfu, Cosmog, Cosmoem, Xerneas? But Xerneas is going to be a thought of one. Trafigos. And then Dark Dual type, Dark Hoenn, and Dark Monotype. Okay, Dark types from Hoenn are Poochyena, Mightyena, is, I think Nuzleaf isn't one, Nuzleaf, Shiftry. We got... what does Sydney use? Absol, Mega Absol as well, technically, by association. But are people going to forget Absol and Mega Absol? I don't think people are going to forget Absol and Mega Absol. So, like, Nuzleaf, maybe? Sharpedo, Carvana, Mega Carvana is... Monodark type! Obviously Mightyena and Poochyena, and then we have got, oh. That thing doesn't look all that dark. It doesn't really, does it? It evolves into one that's more dark, but mono dark types. Oh, nick it. Oh, that's actually really high. I'm sorry. A dual type dark type. Who's gonna remember low kicks? Who's gonna remember low kicks? 1% of people gonna remember low kicks. Okay, I got 106 and 5. Mostly, okay, so I got about 10 above. Torchic was actually the least common here. Pikachu was the least common starter monotype. Because people forgot about these two. Chespin was like in the middle. Persian low. Primal Groudon was the lowest! Trapagos Terrestrial was the lowest there, but it was actually the exact same as regular Trapagos. Spectra was also there. Oh. Okay, so Calyrex Shadow was actually quite high up. Tapu Lele was the lowest this time. I should have put one of the Urshifus. Dual Dark type Dino was the lowest. I put low kicks, which wasn't. Okay, so yeah, no, I just kind of didn't quite put the lowest a lot. And ended up getting a couple of percent. I think the big killer was me putting Rowlet instead of Bulbasaur. The Shadow Monster that hides in the corner, he seems like a mono dark type. The Shadow Monster that hides in the corner. Like, are you actually trying to refer to a Pokemon right now, or are you just doing some bit? Like, is this you trying to be funny, or is this, like, actually something? Might be a bit. I see. Anyway, thank you all for coming. I hope you've all had a great time. I certainly have. Even though we've still not got the shiny Croagunk. What the fuck? What, genuinely, what the fuck? I want to be clear. We are at 1,400 encounters. We are almost triple fucking odds. Triple odds? How are we almost at triple odds? What do you mean triple? Anyway. Next stream, next Wednesday. I'll be continuing on with Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, where we will be getting our final Geoglyphs. We'll be looking for the final Geoglyphs, so make sure to stop by for that. And then Friday will be our next Genshin stream. Would highly recommend going over to Cahir is Here and checking that out, because that will be very cool and awesome and interesting as well. But yeah, thank you all for coming. I hope you all had a great time, and I will see you all on Wednesday. Goodbye and good night.